Now we know when. The NFL schedule is out and it's time to overreact. Let's start with week 1. We knew that the Bears-Packers would open things up, but now we know who the defending champs play for banner night, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Spicy. This game in the past was reserved for later in the season, as both teams traditionally would battle for the 1 seed. Maybe the schedule makers now know that that's no longer the case. Speaking of the champs, the schedule makers did them no favors. They have a brutal stretch from weeks 9 to 14, facing all playoff teams from last year. And what about the league MVP Patrick Mahomes? Look at these QB duels. Week 5, Luck versus Mahomes. Week 8, Rodgers versus Mahomes. And Week 14, Brady versus Mahomes, which could decide home field advantage. The sexiest team in football is here, the Cleveland Browns, that's right. They've got 4 primetime games, and they've got some prove-it games as well. But none will be bigger than against the defending champs in Week 8. Nance and Romo on the call. Should be epic. How about them boys? Well, they got an early season gift, starting with the Giants, Washington, and the Dolphins. But it's all going to come down to their battle with Philly. That Week 16 matchup could very well decide the NFC East. The NFL clearly doesn't want to expand the game in London, huh? Have you seen the matchups this year? It's basically given to the teams who can't fill up the stadiums at home. The Mexico game, though, between the Chiefs and the Chargers, should be lit. If they can actually play it in Mexico this year. Other sexy matchups, Le'Veon faces his former team, the Steelers, in Week 16. Saints get early revenge against the Rams. They play in Week 2. And the Thanksgiving games are kind of blah, unless you're into the Cole Beasley revenge game, which you're probably not. But you'll be too stuffed on turkey to even notice. And let's face it, this whole thing is ridiculous that this is an event, but you know we're all pumped because this means we're getting one step closer to football.